Hello and welcome to AFcast. I'm your host Malcolm, and today I am here with both of the Bryces, and we are going to be talking about the best games of this year, which is 2019. So yeah.
I thought it was 2021.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Oh, man.
All right, so we're each going to be listing off our top 5 games. That they're not in any particular order, at least not for my list. Maybe it is for them. I don't know. And then we're also going to include some honorable mentions and updates and events that have come out in games as well that we've enjoyed for this year. So yeah. All right, so we're going to start off with my list. So I have Metro Exodus, Death Stranding, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Days Gone, and Apex Legends. And it is weird to think that some of these games actually came out this year. Like, some of them feel like they came out like years ago, or at least just not this year. I don't know. I think that also has to do with the fact that we're in school, so it kind of feels like different years because of sophomore and junior year for us.
No one likes school.
Well, there are some. No gamers like school.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
But Metro Exodus, I really liked. Metro Exodus was by far probably my favorite storyline that occurred this year. I played through the entire story, and it was just absolutely amazing. It was scary as hell on occasion, but it was really fun. There's a lot of things for you to do that you don't have to do. So there's a lot of exploration in the game that I really enjoyed as well, because it's pretty open world. And same thing goes for Days Gone as well. Days Gone was really, it was probably one of the biggest open world games I've ever played. I mean, it was like the story was even split up into 3 sections because each section of the map was basically an entire story within itself. It was a super long story, but it was totally worth it to play those, like, I don't even know how many hours that I played on that game, but it was quite a bit. And then Ghost Recon Breakpoint I feel like they did a lot better job of actually listening to what everybody wanted from Ghost Recon Wildlands and implementing that into Breakpoint. I mean, the whole game is much more realistic, but it's also a lot scarier because you can actually like break bones and get pretty bad injuries. Bullet drop is actually pretty realistic in the game as well. I mean, it kind of was in Wildlands as well, but not as much. And then Death Stranding I'm currently playing, and it's also an amazing story with just absolutely confusing as hell. I still don't understand what's going on. I'm like in my 10th hour of playing the game, and I no clue. And then, I mean, Apex Legends we've all played, and we've had a lot of fun and a lot of hours in that game. How many hours do you think we have on that?
Individually, I probably have over 200 at least.
200's low. You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, fine. Probably more like 500, but...
Here, I'll look it up.
I just say let's...
Quick research time, boys.
Oh, okay. I'm actually under 200 hours.
Oh, I am too. And I have the most out of everyone.
Yeah.
So, I beat you. I was right. I was around 200 hours.
Yeah, I have 156 hours.
Oh.
I have 185 hours.
I have 79.
But you're like half of mine.
Yeah, because I don't play this much. I don't play it much. I love the game, but I just don't play it.
Yeah, then you had like 30 more hours than I did. But yeah, it feels like we played it way more than 100 hours.
Then again, the matches in it are fairly short, so it feels like...
I guess, yeah.
Like, when you sit there and think of, like, a Siege match or something, they're so much longer that you can do an equal amount of games, and it's so much different time-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like that's where it comes from, is we've played a lot of games, but it hasn't taken as long as other games do.
Yeah, this list was also really hard to make for me because if you've seen all the reviews I've done this year, I've probably reviewed a total of like 10 games, personally at least. I know that Bryce Manley did Kingdom Hearts 3, and then Bryce A did Dirt Rally 2.0. I haven't played either of those games personally. Well, a little bit of Kingdom Hearts.
Don't play Dirt Rally 2.0.
But but yeah, so like this was actually really hard for me to do because I enjoyed a lot of the stories that came out this year, and I also just like we'll also get into updates and events later, but like those have also been really fun as well.
So my top five games for 2019 are Metro Exodus, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Gears of War 5, Apex Legends, and then Forza Horizon 4, the Lego DLC and stuff, which isn't a game, but yet I think of it as basically its own game.
Yeah, we allowed it because it's pretty. I don't know.
It's expansive enough.
Yeah.
To...
Yeah, I mean it gives
It
you
encapsulates enough
it has
stuff.
its own map. Everything's Legos. You got exclusive stuff you got to do. So, but anyway, Metro Exodus, as Malcolm said, I still have to beat it. I haven't played it since like it came out.
Be careful of the ending. I cried.
Oh man. But I love the story. It can be terrifying at night. I just like the gameplay as well, and I love how it also has the hint of open. I love how it has the open world to it as well. I like first person shooters and monster games. And then for Modern Warfare, typical Call of Duty game. Now, of course, there's always those things that can complain, but I personally love this game. It's very different, in my opinion, from what Call of Duty did. For most Call of Duty games, I love the like new mechanics, like the leaning and opening doors. I love the story. The co-op mode is really good.
The campaign was really good campaign for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Especially, it was a really good campaign also for how short it was.
Yeah, it really was.
Then next, like we all agreed, Apex Legends. A lot of time, a lot of fun. Just a fun game overall. And then for number 5, for the Lego expansion, I mean, it's racing cars and Legos. Like, what more could you ask for? I mean, it's really cool. Like, all of a sudden you'll be
The
getting...
Master Chief Warthog.
Yeah, that's in Forza.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
but yeah, what else is fun than getting in a...
It's also in Lego, so.
What else? What's more fun than getting into a Lego McLaren Senna and racing Lego people through like what they call Lego Valley and like getting all these cars. Everything's made out of Lego. You got brick challenges. It's just really fun.
Okay, so the first one on my list is Apex Legends, and then Kingdom Hearts 3, Gears of War 5, Borderlands 3, and The Division 2. I have Apex Legends because, as they said, really fun game. We all really enjoyed it. I have the most playtime out of any of us in the game.
Yeah, I think like it's the only game that all of us have down on our top 5 for this year.
And it's just really fun overall.
It does not feel like it came out this year.
I know, right?
I thought it came out beginning of 2018, to be honest.
Same. I was looking through like what games came out this year, and I'm like, wait, Apex Legends? And then I have Kingdom Hearts 3 because it was just a really good game to wrap up the series. I've played it. It was Kingdom Hearts series was like my first games. It's what I've grown up on, so I really liked Kingdom Hearts 3 because it was a good ending to the entire thing. Then Gears of War 5, like Bryce said on his list, the story is really fun. It's intriguing, and it pushes the story further in such a good way that I really enjoy it. Then I had Borderlands 3, which this is my first Borderlands game I've ever played, and just playing Borderlands 3 makes me want to go back and play other Borderlands games because of how good it is. And like I'm ashamed to say this, but I haven't finished the game yet. It's Malcolm's fault.
No.
It's always Malcolm's
Hey,
fault.
you're the one who crashed last time, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Borderlands 3 is just a really fun game. It's, as I said, the first game I got into the series, and it's well worth it to have a play for. And then for my last one, I put The Division 2, Tom Clancy's Division 2, which I was back and forth for whether to put The Division 2 on my list or Modern Warfare. But I ended up putting Division 2 because I played The Division, me and Malcolm played it a lot, and I found it was really fun, and Division 2 took a lot of the same things, took a lot of what fans said, and added it to the game. And the only reason I didn't put Modern Warfare on there on the list instead of it was because Modern Warfare, sure, it was better than the other games, but it was still held back by the same flaws that are found in every Call of Duty game, in my opinion. So
Yeah, I really enjoyed Division 2. Like, I really wanted to put it on my list, but it's just that other stuff kind of trumps it for me. Because I really like story-oriented game, and I really love the Ghost Recon series. I mean, so...
I was debating as well. I was debating on Forza Horizon and the Division 2.
Yeah. All right, so now that we've gone through all of that, we can list our honorable mentions. We don't really have much, but this is stuff that didn't quite cut it onto our list, or at least mine. So, because I've played all of these games, I don't think you guys have played all of them, but they're Control, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, The Outer Worlds, and Anthem. Control had a really good story, really good gameplay. It was really fun. Just didn't quite cut it onto my list. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, it was a really choppy game, but it could have been a really, really good game, but it just didn't quite make the cut in my mind. And even for as a game in general as well. And then The Outer Worlds is an absolutely fantastic and hilarious game. I mean, this was a great thing for Obsidian to do, but once again, it just didn't quite cut it. And then Anthem had terrible story, but just fighting stuff
Gameplay was so
super
fun.
fun. Yeah, gameplay was really fun.
And also the EA servers crashing like every
Oh,
5
yeah.
minutes. It happens on every EA
pay
game.
$20 to play EA.
Need for
Yeah.
Speed Payback, the server crashes all the time. I think it's just an EA thing.
Well, yeah, it's EA. They want you to pay to play in their servers.
Actually, Need for Speed, if I had actually played it, probably would have gotten close to my list as well.
I want it. I really want it. But I don't have the money.
All right, so now we're going to be talking about the special events that we really enjoyed and also updates that we really enjoyed, minus the Lego thing for Forza Horizon because we consider that a whole thing. But I personally, for Rainbow Six Siege, have enjoyed pretty much all of the operations that have come out this year. They've all been pretty good, pretty balanced. Phantom Sight is the only one that was a little iffy just because of how screwed Warden was, and then Nook also wasn't really that good. Like I just feel like we didn't get very good operators for Operation Phantom Sight. I don't know if you feel the same.
Yeah, I
but-
feel like Phantom Sight especially, but for most of the ones this year, it's kind of toned down operators.
Yeah,
It's more chosen as this operator is an alternative to this operator, as opposed to bringing a new thing to the table.
especially since they gave it 2 tries with an alternative for Jaeger. First one was Warden, and now it was Wamai. And Wamai is actually a good alternative. Warden was not at all. But I think it was good that they started adding more anti-take-back as well.
Yeah.
Like Gridlock. They also had Nomad just the season before as well. Burnt Horizon came out. But I feel like they've also had some trip-ups, like in Shifting Tides. Like, I feel like having a sniper rifle in Rainbow Six, like a lot of people are asking for it, but now a lot of people are criticizing Ubisoft for actually adding it into the game.
You
So-
can't win with consumers.
Yeah, no, people really need to make up their mind. I personally didn't really want a sniper rifle. I joked about it a lot because I thought it'd be funny and stupid, and then they added it, and now I'm kind of questioning why.
I think for the type of weapon, they implemented it the best way they could.
Oh,
But
I agree.
it shouldn't have been brought to the game, but they did the best that they could with bringing it to the game.
And then Amaru in Ember Rise was a little just like, we kind of just had an idea and we went with it, and it works, but nobody's going to use it.
You didn't ask, should we? You asked, could we?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people are obviously going to use it, but not in like a professional sense. Like,
Yeah.
like I could see Goyo being used in professional sense. I really like Goyo personally. I use him a lot in some of our stuff, so
Just a little bit.
just a little bit. I really like him.
Yeah, Maru is one of those ops that I don't expect to see on the pro scene at
Yeah.
all.
And then Rainbow Six also did a really good job with their events this year with Rainbow's Magic, which was it was actually more terrifying than Doctor's Curse, in my opinion. Everything was way too pink, too many furries.
No such thing.
Yeah, then there was the hostage that you could hear inside of a teddy bear, which was not freaky at all.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh. It actually was the Rainbow Six version of FNAF.
Yeah. Especially for defenders.
Yeah. And then the Doctor's Curse one was kind of just a stupid, fun game mode to play. So yeah, it was fun. The other Halloween event that I really enjoyed that I think all of us did was the Shadowfall event.
Oh, and Apex.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah, Apex Legends Shadowfall event was just amazing.
I want it to come back.
I want it to stay. Like,
Yeah.
I want to just like play it like constantly. I want them to make a three team one for some reason somehow. I don't know how they would do that, but it works.
That would be, yeah.
That'd be cool if you could make custom games as well in Apex Legends with like Shadowfall and stuff.
Yeah.
But we've also gotten a lot of leaks and stuff for possible new stuff for Apex Legends. That was really cool as well, and really interesting. But yeah. All right. But besides that, make sure you check out our Instagram and Twitter for any updates for this podcast or YouTube channels, streams, anything like that. If you want to find the information for all that stuff, make sure you check out our website. And then also make sure you check out our Discord channel if you want to talk to us about any of the games that we mentioned or even other games as well. And it's a full community server, so definitely check it out. And then also make sure you check out DJ Augie, which is Bryce A.
You're going to hear it here first, folks. I have a new album coming out called Techno Asylum.
There you go.
Stay
check
tuned
that
for
out.
that.
Check that out then when that comes out. Or is it already out? I don't know.
It'll be out whenever Miller hands me the album cover.
Okay, cool.
So it might be out, it might not.
Yeah, because we're recording this a couple weeks early, so who knows? But besides all of that, game on.
Woo!